Welcome back to the bait shop, ladies and gents.
Welcome to the bait shop.
Yeah, we're back. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm Ben McNeil.
And I'm Alan Robertson.
And tonight we couldn't have been joined by the two Ching brothers. Tim is in churro, and Isaac was bedbound. He was not feeling the greatest.
He made an appearance, but
it was a valiant attempt. You got to give him that.
Yeah, he had to make the decision to call it off because he wasn't going to bring the right energy to the podcast, and I respect that. I respect that, Isaac.
That's a man that really just, he gives it his best, and when he can't, he knows.
And he knows.
Yeah.
Well, I knew too. I was like, I feel a little bit bad because I was kind of the one like egging him on, like, oh, Isaac's getting tired, and are you ready? Are you packed up for tomorrow? Because me and Isaac were going over to Truro for the weekend. We're going to go see Tim, and you might just see an episode from us there.
Yeah,
on
that
location.
Could be a double header. We did say we were going to do a double header. That's the only thing, but that might not happen after all.
Well, yeah, like we're going. Okay, well here's the kicker. We should be able to catch the boat. Like, I don't know, I'm a little nervous of it, but we should be fine. If we don't catch it, though, more than likely we won't end up recording the episode just because, like, we're kind of planning on doing it Friday night. And then Saturday night, that was kind of the night to go out, party, and this, that, and the other thing. But we should be fine. We should catch that 4:30 boat.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be an issue.
No, I mean, it's tough, too, because, like, it's a time of year where all the boat schedules are, like,
So,
they're
yeah,
in the back a bit.
there's only two.
Yeah.
There's only the 4:30 and 7:30.
So if you miss and you're screwed, you got to go all the way around to board.
Well,
and
if I
catch
miss
the bridge.
I'm glad at least
Catch
there's the
bridge. You
7:30.
don't catch the bridge.
I might even, if I do miss the boat, I will probably just say, screw it, take the car to board, drive around. Like, I know you're not really saving any time, especially only going to Truro.
But if you, at least you're going all the time.
You're
like,
moving.
You're not stopping.
I don't want to sit in Wood Islands for 3 hours, and watch a boat leave, and then come back.
Yeah, in the summer it's no big deal. It's only like an hour at most. Usually.
They leave so many crossings in the summer. It's great.
It's nice in the summer, yeah, for sure.
There was a stretch there, 5 weekends in a row I was on that boat, going from Halifax to PEI.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you whenever you go across, do you go to the cows?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nah, I can't be bothered. I had other things to do in the boat.
That's fair. I have other dealings.
I
You sound like you're meeting people in the parkade. Just be like, do you have the suitcase?
Well, last 2 times, I stood in line, and I ended up getting to the end of the line. I stood in line like half the trip, and then I got my breakfast, and I got my dinner. And then I gotta have a cigarette on the boat after you have your dinner. So I go and have a cigarette, and that takes about 10 minutes. And then, really, you don't have much time left after that.
No.
Like, it's a short trip after you get your chores done.
Yeah. Well, we went over for a Cape Breton trip for Labor Day because the last couple of years we've been doing like Labor Day trips, and it was the Cowboys, Max and Nathan, and then we had like their significant others, Carly and Caitlin, and then we had the 2 Jason boys, Luke and Austin.
Oh yeah.
And we had a bunch of other people. But,
oh yeah, I see pictures of that.
Yeah, we went over, and on the way over, Nathan decides that he wants to they all start having these bets of like how far from the top of the boat to the water it is. So what Nathan does is he straps in this Pepsi bottle filled with water. he loops this piece of string around it.
Yeah.
And they lower it down during the crossing to the water.
What were they doing? Like fathoms, like arm lengths for like 6 foot lengths, and like, okay, that's 6 feet.
I don't know. I just remember watching and being like, "Holy fuck, this is ridiculous. We're gonna get kicked off the boat and not welcome back ever again."
Well, if I haven't got kicked off yet, you guys won't. But like, I remember there was a little trick growing up, but I don't remember what it was. It's like if you spit and then you count the seconds from when it leaves your mouth to when it hits the water or hits the ground, and then you divide it by 2 or something like that. Like that's how tall it is. There used to be a trick. I don't think it's divided by 2, but yeah, there used to be a trick for that.
Yeah, it's weird how you have like there's some like little just kind of tidbits of like using like you know in Fallout, like how they had the fella who's got his thumb up,
Yeah.
but it's not really
Pip-Boy.
but Pip-Boy who's got his thumb up, but it's not really because he's giving you the thumbs up. It's because that apparently, if you have your thumb up in a nuclear explosion and it covers the mushroom cloud, you're in a safe distance away.
Go away
from the blast that you're safe. But
that's an interesting thing.
Yeah, but and that could I've never tested it out. And I don't plan on testing it out.
I remember another one too, and it was whenever you see lightning and you count between the seconds from when you hear thunder, and then maybe you divide it by 2. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But that was another one too. And that's how many, and then you would take that number and then be like, that's how many kilometers away
Yeah.
the lightning exactly was. But
No, that's
could all be bullshit too.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds nice, so yeah, it's probably bullshit.
a bunch of urban legends. Yeah, no, that's so yeah, this is technically I guess our Halloween episode. Just for the simple reason that we're well, you guys are going over. This is the last weekend of October.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys will be going over to Churro tomorrow.
We're going over. We're definitely catching the 4:30. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
You keep saying that.
And
anyways,
I just jinxed it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know we're kind of not going by our golden rule, which is no less than 3 people on the podcast tonight, but
Yeah, it's just 2 of us.
it's the way it goes
Going pretty good,
sometimes. But it's just it's tough with everyone's schedule being differently. Like Tim is obviously not going to make most episodes just because he's away for school. But I mean, like, there's some days where, like, because it takes me an hour to get out here.
Yeah. Like, we're based here in Surrey, PEI, and Ben, you live in Charlottetown, which, as most of you know, that's an hour away.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know, it's tough. It's tough, like, coordinating. I don't think a lot of people know how much, like, actual effort we put into this podcast. It's like, I've seen you edit it. Like, it's staggering, really.
Like, it's a good thing I'm not employed right now. And that'll be the only time you'll ever hear me say that.
Are you saying that the government is funding this podcast?
No.
Unofficially funded? There.
Absolutely.
That's the golden thing.
No. This day and age, especially in Canada, we're not talking about the government.
No. Yeah.
And we're on the line.
And that's the cutoff. We're moving on to the next topic.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
But, yeah. But we're doing pretty good, just the 2 of us.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm digging the energy tonight so far.
It's a first for you guys, and it's a first for us, too. So.
Yeah. I mean, the liquor drinks definitely help.
Yeah, I'm on the old Crown Royal Maple. This episode not sponsored by Crown Royal Maple, but god damn, it's delicious, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. You gotta try it.
I'm on the old SoCo. That's SoCo and ginger ale.
I haven't drank Southern Comfort since maybe Fiddlefest. I'm thinking 2012. Yeah, I was in grade 10. No, it was the summer I was going into grade 11. So
Yeah.
that would have been the last time I drank that Southern Comfort stuff.
SoCo was my very early university. My late high school and very early university drink before I made the swap to black spice rum, and then we all know
try
how that
Kraken.
Is. Yeah, I like the Kraken, but I also
I prefer the Captain Morgan.
I was just gonna say I
That's
actually
way better.
enjoyed Captain Morgan Black better than the Kraken.
A little more sweet, a little more savvy.
I don't know, just I felt like it mixed better with Coke than the Kraken did. The Kraken is really good though. I do like Kraken.
Kraken Coke is a bad mix, Ben.
Okay, you know what? Yes,
that's a joke.
Yeah, my brother can attest that. We have a new rule. He's like, Ben, I'm never buying you a rum drink again. I'm just like, you know,
really?
What? Yeah. Oh, he.
Why do you get the rum fights?
Well, I do that, and I get way too emotional on it. And
that's me with vodka.
I just get rum dumb. That's all.
Rum dumb. That's the word I was looking for. That's what me with vodka. I remember one time, and I was talking about this with Isaac actually the other evening up in the pole barn. I got pretty drunk on the old vodka. I think, it was my buddy Josh. It was his last night hanging out with the boys. Him and his girlfriend, they were moving to Ottawa a couple days later. So, it was the last get-together with the guys. And I got a little bit too drunk, and like the same thing that you said earlier, I was just confessing all my sins to everybody. Just all the stupid, silly things I've ever done. I just, for whatever reason, I felt like I had to bring it to the table. Totally, nobody asked for it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's never happened again, but to be fair, I never drank vodka like that ever again.
Yeah.
So.
Do you know that Letterkenny's actually coming to Charlottetown?
Go away. I'd go to that.
Yeah, me too.
I'd go to that.
Yeah.
When are they?
They're coming in, what's it, January?
Oh, yeah. Well,
no, February. It's February.
All right. Well, let's get are the tickets ready to be bought or what?
Yeah, they're on pre-sale right now.
Where are they going? Confed?
Yeah, Confed.
Figured.
And, what's wrong with that?
Because they need to just, like, set up an old shitty barn and actually, like, that'd be awesome if they got a hold of, like, an islander. Not a shitty barn. If they got a hold of an islander and, like, just did it right. Like, you know, in the episodes where they got one guy, they got two guys on the bottom, and I don't even remember the main guy's name. What's his name? Like, the best fighter in all the town. Oh, my God. What's his name?
Wayne.
And he was up top on the other level. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When they have that big shot. They should just do a whole episode just like that. Because of course you could find a barn like that in these parts.
I love that show. My lord, it's a good show.
See,
that's one of the, in my opinion, that's one of the best Canadian shows made, other than maybe like Quarter Gas,
Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys. Yeah.
There's some Canadian comedy is so
Great White
hitting.
North, Bob and Doug.
Great White North. What's that? No, I don't know.
Okay.
Do you remember? Oh, here's one for you. Do you remember a show called Chili Beach?
Yes, I
Really?
remember it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Josh and myself, we watched the crap out of that. Well, it was like the Montreal Tortiers versus the Toronto.
I'm gonna have to get.
I remember that show. Chili Beach was a good one.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to see if I could find some of that on Amazon or anything because I gotta watch that show again.
Dude.
That would be so nostalgic.
Chili Beach was so good. It was, but it wasn't. It was just like
It wasn't great, but it was on TFC, so
Yeah.
you get to watch. It was like the South Park of Canada.
Yeah.
Almost. Well, no, it was pretty G rated.
Oh no, I felt like the South Park of Canada.
See, I don't remember it at all, really. I just
remember Buddy was just like, I have a chain of stores, and then they're like, that's the richest man in Chili Beach. You got a chain of stores. Literally, was just 2 stores.
Because yeah, it's so
and
relatable.
they were located like down the street from one another.
Here's something I'm realizing: all the great Canadian comedy shows were probably great because they're relatable. Because Trailer Park Boys, Corner Gas, Chili Beach, and I'm sure if we get thinking about it, we could probably think of some more. They're all in small, rural areas.
Literally,
that's Canada. And duh.
Letterkenny's a town of less than 5,000 people. But you know what? Surrey's got them beat. We have.
That's the golden ticket, though, to a successful Canadian show. Still standing, maybe. Oh, Schitt's Creek. That's good.
Is that Canadian?
Oh,
Dad
is
says
it ever?
he likes that, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, okay, Kim's Corner. That's not even all that great, so I'm not even going to defend it. But it's all right.
I feel like we're missing a very obvious one, and I just can't.
Oh yeah, I know. And I'm going to be
Flying Rhino Junior High.
What's that? What?
Flying Rhino Junior High. It was a kid's cartoon.
Yeah, wait a minute. It's coming back to me. Oh, Ben. Wow. Okay, yeah. There's like
throwing it way back.
There was a nerdy kid.
Yep.
And like the high school changed every episode, right?
Yeah.
There was like a Dr. Bad.
The Phantom.
The Phantom.
Or
yeah.
Phantom.
Yeah, Frank. I remember an episode where. Yeah, we gotta talk about this. Let's just talk about Disney shows for a little bit because that's just going down nostalgia lane. Like, now we'll talk about what was that show called again? The Rhino Show.
The what?
What was that show you just mentioned?
Flying Rhino Junior High.
Flying Rhino Junior High. Yeah, like I'm really picturing in my head, but I'm not getting a clear picture.
Flying Rhino Junior High.
Oh yeah, they went to space too.
Principal's a rhino and the janitor's a pig.
But they never really like went into the whole Principal's a Rhino thing, did they?
No.
Like I always found that weird.
They just kind of tilted into
like
it.
He was there, but like maybe he had like 2 lines every 10 episodes.
That's the one thing I never got from kids. Well, not the one that made me.
I'm going home and I'm finding that. I'm going down nostalgia lane. Same with remember Fillmore?
I love Fillmore. It made 0 sense, but you know what?
Boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, boom, boom.
Yeah, no, it was so good. Ingrid and Fillmore, those are the 2.
Oh yeah, good for you for remembering her name. I can picture her.
Dude, I can remember characters' names better than I can remember some of my relatives' names.
I was a big I was a big Kim Possible kid.
Yep, me too.
Lizzie McGuire.
Never got on that train.
That's So Raven.
Nope.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yep.
Not Sweet Life on Deck.
Yep.
That was sucked.
That was like just towards the end.
Yeah, I was pretty well phased out at that point. Yep. But I can remember. Wow.
Sweet Life was better than Sweet Life on Deck.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
I can remember it was first day of summer. Not even the first day of summer. That afternoon of the last, or that evening of the last school day at Eastern Kings. Maybe probably grade 4 or 5. And a new episode of Sweet Life Zach and Cody came out. And it was the Shakespeare episode. The one they did an episode of Shakespeare anyway. On Midsummer Night's Dream, I'm pretty sure. And shit, for whatever reason, I can remember that. I don't know why, but that's just popping into my head right now. What other shows can you?
Me? Weekenders, Recess.
Weekenders, Recess. Those were good.
Lloyd in Space.
Lloyd in Space. That was a really good one. Yeah.
The one thing I remember from that show was one specific episode. They had this one alien kid who.
Yeah, there was like the blue guy, the human kid. He was pretty cool. He was a pretty cool kid.
This one was a one-off. He was just in for one episode. He was like an insect kid.
The transgender one?
I don't know. I don't know if he was. I don't think he was.
That's actually kind of interesting.
But he started off as kind of a nerd, and then he turned into a jock, and everyone loved him after because they didn't like him as a nerd. They picked on him. But he went through like a day for like a regular person for him was like weeks or years or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because insects, as people may not know, they don't live very long. They're actually one of the quickest evolving organisms that we have.
Fruit flies live for like a week, right?
Well, yeah.
Is that true? Is that a myth? Or 2 weeks or something like that?
Yeah, it's not long. The thing is, like...
But they stick around. Oh, my God.
Well, a mayfly...
Hard to get rid of them.
A mayfly is the shortest living insect. It only lives for, like, I think...
We don't have them here, do we?
Yeah, we do.
I thought they were like an Australian thing.
Nope, we have them here. Mayflies are actually a big part of our ecosystems. Okay, I'm not getting into nature in this one.
Yeah, we'll put that in the back burner.
We'll put them back. They are cool.
I could just. Some people are just like, thank God. I'm just kidding. Because like I'm bad for it too. Because I find biology, and I never really I don't really have much education as far as like school wise with biology and stuff. But like I just find a lot of it so interesting.
Tell you what, if the audience really want to, I could eventually make my way into an own mini-series. Not a full series.
We should just slap a GoPro on you all day at work. And I'll find the best moments.
Work! Trust me, my work is not that interesting.
I can make stuff happen. I'll ad-lib some stuff in, create some drama, just like Gordon Ramsay or something.
Dude, the aquaculture facility is not... I mean, there's no way...
The fish won't eat the fish food. It's fucking raw, you donkey.
I would like to address one thing though.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Al.
Oh.
Every time
we
go on a tangent. No. Okay, sorry. I shouldn't say fuck you.
I know what you're gonna say though.
Yeah. Every time we go on a tangent of something. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Not fuck you. You're a good fella. You mean well, but here's the thing.
I feel like it's a bit at this point.
What's that?
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
It is almost.
It's almost like my job to take us off the rails. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah. That's exactly it. Every time we get into a topic, like about like me discussing like something, whether it be anything to do with science or nature, there's always some point your beautiful curiosity just gets the best of you.
When I was a kid, you know how like fucking kids, like toddlers, have the stupidest goddamn.
And you're doing it again. Let me finish my
just let me finish my thought, and then you can finish your thought. That's how this works. When I was a kid, you know, kids ask the stupidest questions. I never grew out of that.
No,
you know what I mean? It's
that's what I love most about it.
What's your third favorite color?
My third favorite?
Yeah, not your second or first or fourth.
Okay, my third favorite is probably green, honestly.
Oh, shit. Green's my favorite.
Your favorite? Your top or your third favorite?
Oh, 100% favorite.
What's your Okay, my favorite's purple. My top favorite.
That's... Alright. But anyway, sorry, what were you saying? I'm a wild card? Something like that?
You just proved the point.
See, I brought us back, though. Did I prove the point?
No, you didn't really, though.
Because I feel a little guilty.
Okay, now let me finish my fucking thought.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Anyways, Alan, you have. I'll bring it real back to Letterkenny. Alan, you have a childish wonder, and that's what I appreciate about you.
I'm just curious. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I have questions.
No. Anyways, Alan has a nice tendency. It's not a default real or a fault really. It's
wild card, baby.
Yeah. He what'll happen is I noticed that, like listening to our previous episodes, we'll get on a tangent of a whole different a whole subject, and then all of a sudden Alan's beautiful curiosity kicks in.
Well,
and,
sorry, go on. Yeah.
No, you shut up. Let me finish this. And
all out.
I'll indulge it, and I'll go off from my initial thought to another one to address his question. So, like, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about Darwinian finches. And before I even had the chance to finish it, you were already talking about colonization through islands. I'm just like...
But what about...
I still loved it. It was great.
But that works for some... I feel like... I'm not going to speak on behalf of the audience. No, actually, I am. I feel like that works for a lot of people. I feel like it does because, like, if there's something... you guys aren't interested in that we're talking about, don't worry. Alan's going to come in and change the subject, just like the weather on PEI every 5 minutes.
It's a bird. No, shut up. We're not talking about that. It has been raining a lot lately, though, hasn't it?
Weird.
Fuck you.
And it's been a nice summer day here on October 24th. Honestly, it felt like a summer day today.
Yeah, it did.
Climate change.
I can't. Oh my god. This is why we need 3 people.
Anyways, no, it was a
let's get this train back on the rails.
It's off. It's down the hill and rolled over.
Okay. Anyways, back to our initial talk, which was Disney shows.
Oh yeah, go away. I forgot about that.
Anyways, the insect person eventually became from nerd kind of like student to jock high schooler, and then Lloyd goes to say like he blows up on him and like absolutely just kind of burns him in the middle of the lunchroom.
What do you mean, told him off?
Yeah, and so he goes to his apartment. I don't know, it was something to do with him being a jerk. I just remember him going to his apartment and then seeing him as a full-grown adult person.
Yeah,
and it's like, sorry, Lloyd, my species grows at a very rapid pace. I'm just like, that is such good writing.
Well, goddamn. They had this show must have been written 2004?
What?
2000? Yeah, Lloyd in Space. 2004, 2006.
It was
that era.
Animation was really good too at that point.
Oh, I don't know. If I go back and watch it, I know I'll be disappointed because that happened with Jimmy Neutron.
I just liked it. Jimmy Neutron still.
That's a really good show. It actually won. I had a.
The older I get, the more I identify with his father, Hugh.
I just almost went down a tangent, Ben. I almost just started talking about Guinness World Book of Records. I had a book, and Jimmy Neutron was the 10th best, most successful show, and maybe like the 2009.
It's all right.
But I didn't.
You're still doing it.
But I didn't. So anyways, Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. Did you watch Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh, yeah, that was a big one. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was huge, yeah.
Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents. They had a crossover episode.
Yeah, I remember that. It was really cool.
The Remy Tim special or something like that.
It was cool to see Timmy over in the Fairly Odd Parents. Jimmy in the Fairly Odd Parents, but Timmy when he went to go to Jimmy Neutron's show.
Yeah.
Because he's already like that kind of like distorted.
Fairly Odd Parents was 2-dimensional. Jimmy Neutron 3-dimensional.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like you try and do that, it was like holy fuck.
Well, they
what kind of an aberration have we created?
And they broke the fourth wall a little bit too because they said like, "Oh, we actually look the same. I just had to flip my hair up." And I was like, "Oh shit, you guys do look like the exact same character."
Wow, never thought about that.
Wow. Oh, hey, Owen Wilson. Didn't realize you were coming over tonight. Wow.
Alright, enough of the
wow. Well, that's just going to be a running bit for the rest of our life.
No.
Wow.
I put my foot down.
Well, it happened. Remember not completely going off the rails. Remember that movie Shark Bait, Will Smith? That was a good one.
Shark Bait. No, I don't.
Yeah, man.
Will Smith or what?
Yeah, man. Will Smith was a fish, right? And
Shark Bait. You're thinking of Shark's Tale.
I'm thinking of Shark's Tale, yeah. Shark Bait! Hoo-ha! That's what I'm thinking of from SpongeBob, or not SpongeBob, Finding Nemo. But Shark Bait, that was a good movie. Or Shark's Tale.
Yeah.
That was a good movie growing up.
Yeah, I liked it, but everyone always accused it of being a ripoff of you know what? That's not off topic because we're talking about Disney and like I'm gonna I'm gonna bring this right back. You watch. So everyone always accused Shark Tale of being a ripoff of Finding Nemo because literally one of the things that was an ongoing kind of dispute was every time Pixar would make one movie, DreamWorks would
Okay, it
make
was
one
DreamWorks?
very similar. Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna look that up.
Because here's the thing, DreamWorks always, yeah, they were like their only real competitors.
36% Rotten Tomato.
I can believe it. It was not the greatest
Is that?
movie.
I wonder what the audience score is though. But anyways, go on.
So anyways, Finding Nemo had Shark's Tale. Bugs Life had ants.
Right? Yeah.
Monsters Inc. had like Shrek.
Do you think?
What's up?
No, I'm not gonna argue that. That was like the same time they came out.
What?
Shrek and Monsters Inc.
I don't think either one was inspired by the other because
they
are similar, but they're very different also. Like Monsters Inc. follows like random monsters. Like the only real one of like kind of actual.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is Pixar, right?
Yeah, Monsters Inc. was Pixar and Shrek was DreamWorks.
Okay.
Which Pixar is a branch of Disney.
They're both branches of Disney, aren't they?
No, DreamWorks is its own.
Oh, okay. They're just a production company for Disney, contracted out or whatever.
Yeah, and then DreamWorks has.
But I remember. Sorry, go on.
They have a bunch of different movies. They have Over the Hedge.
That's a one I'm just gonna forget about, and I'm fine with that.
You didn't like Over the Hedge?
No, I didn't. It's not that I didn't like it. I just like it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like
fair.
Finding Nemo or like Hunting Season. Remember that one? That's one I can
Open Season. Yeah.
Open Season. Yeah, I can just forget about that. That's fine.
I can forget about the second one. I actually really enjoyed the first. Dad loved Open Season.
Oh, way.
Actually, our whole family loved Open Season.
See, I remember. I just watched it the one time, and Mom in the living room or whatever, and like that was fine with me. Didn't love it.
That's fair.
Ate a bunch of saltines, crackers.
Do you remember the time that I was over at your place and we were like, oh, Zombieland was good. Let's watch Adventureland, and we were watching.
Oh yeah.
And then we watched like 5 minutes. And we're like, this is
This
shit.
sucks. Can we turn this off?
Yeah, and then we did, and then we went to go play video games, and that was the end of that.
I remember one time we were at my place, and we what song did you play? Like we had the desktop computer, Windows Vista, and you played some sort of music video, and you're like, check out this gangster shit. Like this song's awesome. I think it might have been like some sort of Dre song, like Steel Dre or something like that. I never heard the song before in my life.
I have no clue, man. I just remember like
we were cooking up some chicken burgers in the old oven.
I do remember that in high school. Like Harrison, can attest to this. I was very big into NWA, specifically Ice Cube. Ice Cube was like, and still is, my favorite rapper.
Right after high school, I got big into NWA. Like right after high school,
we'd always go ripping around the Protege, and then he gave me an iPod Shuffle one time. And
Josh did? Your brother Josh?
No, Carson.
Oh, Carson.
And it was full, like literally chock full of every Ice Cube record there was. It had
He came out with a new album like a year ago. I never listened to it, so I should be talking about it. But like,
I don't know. I haven't followed much of Ice Cube stuff for a while now. But I was hard into him in high school, and we called it the iCube because it was like an iPod.
Did you like their movie Straight Outta Compton?
I really enjoyed it.
How many times did you watch it?
I just watched it once.
Watch it a second time, you might feel a little different about it. Because the first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! This is the best movie I've ever seen." I was so like,
I didn't go
starstruck.
That far.
No, I was freaking out. Like, this is such a good movie. I couldn't get over that. Like, I couldn't get over that, and I never like listened to the plot. I don't know. I was pretty well distracted the whole time. I watched it a second time, and like, this movie's like a 6 out of 10 for me now. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
And also, of course, like I knew what was coming and this and that. But I don't know. It was
I mean, yeah, I see. I just enjoy it because I'm really big into like music bioflicks.
See, I'm I am. I'm really excited when I watch them once, and then if I ever go back and watch them again, except Bohemian Rhapsody, because that was a piece of shit.
What?
That was an awful movie.
You hated that?
No, it was good. I enjoyed it, but it was it was full of shit. They were making stuff up.
Like what?
Like the band didn't get back together the day before the Live Aid concert. Like.
No.
What's that?
They also glazed over Freddie Mercury's opera, like his run in the opera stint.
Yeah.
He was
like they talked about his solo album and stuff, but then they just like it just happened, and then he was fighting with Brian, not Brian. No. Sorry, fighting with the guy he was seeing at the time.
Be careful with Ryan May, man. He's one of my current icons, honestly.
No.
The dude's an astrophysicist.
No, it's Paul. I'm sorry. It was Paul that I was thinking of.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Brian May, no, he's a wonderful, wonderful guitarist. And
Brian May, man, if I ever had a chance to meet him, I'd probably die a happy man.
And I'm gonna change the subject. I'm just gonna warn you now and take it off the rails. He's one of those people, just like Ringo Starr. We should appreciate him while they're still alive. Because
big time.
Once they die, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I was such a fan," and this and that.
I guess.
And of course they are.
I don't know. I only really got into Brian May after like the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I wasn't huge into him growing up. I liked Queen, but like it wasn't like.
I had a big stretch growing up where, and it was the same thing, kind of the same ideas when I was talking with Kanye, couple podcasts ago, where I just downloaded a couple albums and just put it on a USB and just listened to it that way. Didn't really sample it, didn't really check out what it was all about. Just plugged it in, listened to the whole album.
Yeah.
And man, I loved it. Actually, we were sitting together at the bus at the time, and I think we used to talk a little bit back and forth, like how much we like Queen.
Yeah. No, we did.
We did, yeah. I could definitely remember talking about how much we like Queen one time at your place growing up.
Yeah, I actually remember that conversation quite well.
It's weird because if you guys know me, I have such a horrible short-term memory. It's just
long-term is.
But my long-term is on ball. Like I can remember what color in preschool that I had to sit in because they all assigned colors in a circle and like this is your color, this is where you gotta sit. And I can remember playing hockey, pee-wee hockey. I remember all this stuff, but I just if you call me out on something, I'm really scrambling to try and remember.
Yeah,
it's so weird. Like just ask me in 10 years, bro, I'll remember.
I got you, bro.
But not right now because it's in the short term storage file and that one's corrupt.
Yeah, for sure. I know, like for me, I've watched Bohemian Rhapsody, Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, did you listen to the one that Netflix made?
I was just about to say
that was good.
The Dirt.
Yeah, The Dirt. Yeah, that was Motley Crue. That was really good.
Motley Crue is pretty good.
You know what I really appreciate about it? In contrast to Bohemian Rhapsody,
what?
They would stop the movie. The guy that played Tommy Lee, Machine Gun Kelly, would look at the camera. He would say, "This is not true. This is not a real character, but we thought it fit well for the plot, so we just added him in." And I respect anything out of that.
But the one thing about The Dirt is that like if you look at some of the people that talked about
and I never looked into it with Bohemian Rhapsody. I looked into it because like I didn't really know a lot about Queen, but I could just tell like, all right, this is too convenient.
Yeah.
And then the first thing I look up on YouTube is what was wrong with the whole Queen or the whole Bohemian Rhapsody movie, and the first thing they said was they didn't play the Live Aid, and I was just like, I freaking knew it.
Yeah.
Of course they did, or they didn't break up the band and get back together right before the Live Aid.
Right, literally.
And then
the same day.
And then their first stage is that like that's just no, it's too much.
No, that I know what you mean. It's way too convenient, like you said.
It is.
But like even with The Dirt, I did the same thing. I did that with a YouTube video.
Yeah, and I didn't with this one.
And they cycled through way more stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's so much stuff apparently that's wrong with that documentary. Like,
I'm not a big Motley Crue fan either. Like I'm not
either. I like a lot of their songs. Like I like Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah. Well, that's the only song I could probably think of with them. To be honest with you, there's probably more songs of Motley Crue that like I know of.
Home Sweet Home.
Oh, that's it.
Home Sweet.
Well, that's what I was gonna say though. There's probably more songs with them that is them that I just hear them on the radio and like I don't realize that's because like I said, Oh yeah, I knew that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Probably from the movie. But I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit biased for the whole Bohemian Rhapsody movie because I was so ticked off whenever I
Yeah.
heard they started making stuff up. And that was that was probably the first. What did you refer to? Biopsy?
What's that?
What?
Oh, Bioflick or Bio.
Okay, yeah. That was the first bioflick that I ever really
Yeah.
watched. So I don't know. I was pretty well on guard with it.
I liked that one. I liked Straight Compton. I liked The Dirt. The other one I saw that I wasn't like, it was different. Did you see Rocket Man?
No, I didn't see that yet.
That's the one with Elton John.
Yeah.
It's different in the sense that like it's not like the other three where like it's like a regular movie and they're going through their stuff and like
Yeah. What is it?
you just follow it as a movie. The other one, The Rocket Man, is more like a filmed musical. It's really different.
Oh, I'd be into that.
It's
Does he play himself in it or no?
No,
Okay.
no. Taron Egerton
No, I
plays
don't know who that
the
is.
guy from Kingsman.
Oh, go away.
Yeah, he's
Which guy?
what's that?
Which guy?
Eggsy.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he's Elton
plays
John.
him. Is there like an old? Is he Elton John in it at all, or?
The whole movie.
But how would they make Eggsy look old?
He's not old. He's young Eggsy.
Okay,
Young
so they
Elton.
don't go.
They
Into,
start. No,
they don't go
they
into present day in the movie.
No,
Okay.
they have a photo of present day Elton. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. They showed side by side shots of him. Young Elton with Taron Egerton done up in like the whole like makeup and wardrobe and all that kind of stuff. He looks literally like a very convincing young Elton. And I was like, there's no way they can make this guy look like Elton John.
Yeah.
And then they show the pictures and it was like, holy crap, they did a great job of casting and the makeup like crew. It's ridiculous. But no, I like that. The Elton John's kind of it's a weird situation for me because like he's one of those people that I could have gone to have seen when he came to Summerside.
Yeah.
And he's one of those concerts that I'm still kicking myself for not going to see.
And something tells me he might be coming back.
I don't think so. He like in the movie he specifically says that he doesn't do a whole lot of touring anymore. Whether that's true or not, like
I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel like I read something about him coming back.
well, he's more like I
probably
feel
not
like
true.
he's probably one of those musicians that probably doesn't stray too much from like the Vegas Strip anymore. Because like there's some of those musicians that are like they're past like their peak for like recordings and all that. No disrespect to Elton John, but like his biggest hits happened like
well, all of them really, all the rock bands.
Yeah, exactly.
All classic rock
and
bands.
then they get to the point now where they're like specifically entertainers for the reason of just playing their hit wonders and stuff like that, like their big albums.
Get old. They must get old.
Yeah, well, and then they get to you go to the Vegas Strip and you can see some of like the people that, like that's kind of like a whole thing for like I want to go see these people because I knew them from way back when.
But like AC/DC, Metallica, the Rolling Stones, I never really see them live, but you can tell if you ever see them today, it's like you guys have aged.
Yeah.
And of course they did. It's 30, 40 years since they were.
Who's the oldest band you've seen?
I never went to a concert in my life.
You've never been to a concert?
No.
Not once.
Not even, no.
Ow.
Like maybe the only thing I would consider maybe when I was 8 or 9 years old, the Rankin Family was playing on PEI at Game today.
But even then, like.
But that doesn't count. I've never been to like a proper concert.
We'll take you to a proper
I've been
concert.
at like Trailside and Mount Stewart.
Trailside's a great spot.
Then that was awesome. That was just awesome. But no, I never really like.
Trailside's nice because it's self-containing. You can only get so big at Trailside.
Well, yeah, like I've been waiting for these tickets, and I ended up going, and it was a really good time.
Yeah.
But
No, I'll take you to a proper concert.
I love that. I remember I was just an inch close to seeing Madchild
Yeah.
when he came to PEI, and I just didn't end up.
I'm not gonna lie. I literally only know the one song.
Dickhead.
Yeah.
I can sing probably every word of that song.
Me too.
And
I think most people in Surrey probably can at that
I don't
in
remember.
that year.
But I don't remember songs.
No.
I don't remember songs at all, like lyrics and shit. Like I even try because
I do. I remember the shit out of songs.
Oh, I don't. Like I've been trying hard with because I'm going to be Action Brats this year for Halloween. Had a quick change of plans, but
I've been more Twisted Tea Man.
No. Well, Twisted Tea Man, Twisted Teas will always be relevant, But will Action Bronson always be relevant?
I'd argue he's probably not really that relevant right now.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I kind of want to do it while he's... Because I love...
You were saying, like, I'm Action Robertson. I'm like...
No, Action Robson.
Oh,
My last name is Robertson, but I'm Action Robson.
Right.
Action Bronson's little brother.
I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying, like, even I wouldn't have gotten...
Well, he hasn't... Yeah, it's been a while since he came out with an album.
That's the problem with Halloween costumes. Is you can go too risky, and then people don't get it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was honestly tempted just to take a white T-shirt and take a Sharpie and write Action Bronson so people would know who I am. I'm just like, I don't care. I have tattoo sleeves. Like, that's enough. Yeah. Like, if they're curious enough, I'll tell them.
I'm honestly, for me right now, I'm looking at my costume list and I'm just like, do I really want to? We're getting to the point now where I'm like,
you figure it out.
Shit out of the pot, and I'm looking at all the costumes like, would it just be easy to get? Because I have the other stuff that I want to use. Would it just be easy to buy a pink collared shirt and a green sweater, and use my gray slacks and be Ned Flanders?
Yeah, that's what I figured you was. Do it.
I think it'd be an easy costume.
Howdy ho, neighbor.
Howdy ho, neighbor. You know. Oakley dokley.
Oakley dokley. But even the Simpsons, God, they're dying.
What?
The Simpsons are dying. Yeah. Like, it's amazing that they're still making new episodes.
They're the longest running... Is it the longest running show? No, anime show?
I feel like it's animated. Like, over 30 years at this point.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are actually not happy with the fact that they're still running.
I
don't care. I love them, man.
I've never watched a new episode of The Simpsons. Ever.
I've watched a few, but, like, they're just...
Back 2014, I did just because like I liked The Simpsons, but like I didn't realize how bad it was.
I don't know. I think I'd watch a new episode of The Simpsons before I watch a new episode of The Family Guy.
Oh yeah, I stopped watching Family Guy. Even
Family Guy is just way too much now.
Well, you can tell Seth MacFarlane doesn't want to write Family Guy anymore. Like there was one episode, and it was actually a couple seasons ago too. There was one episode where Lois became like an anchor, and then at the end of the episode, they were like, "Oh wait." But we didn't explain how Lois left that job. And then Peter just says, what's it matter? Yeah.
Oh, man. For me,
who
honestly,
cares? It's just 30 minutes.
It's a lot of people argue if it's the worst writing or the best writing.
No, I feel like I can 100% tell he doesn't want to write.
No, not that point. I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Conway Twitty. That is literally one of the biggest debacles
that was hilarious.
I've heard. That people were like, wow, that is either the shittiest writing for an episode. It's like, oh, we got this amount of time. What do? Throw in Conway Twitty.
And it was a long time, too.
Yeah,
like, it did go on.
It wasted so much time. They played the whole goddamn video.
Yeah. No, it was like 2 minutes at least.
Why?
Like, I was like, all right, this is funny.
Why on earth do you need that?
And like, yeah, this is back when people watched TV live.
Well, people got they got the whole bit. They didn't need to play the whole freaking thing.
But there you go. If they're gonna pay for the rights to Conway Twitty, they're gonna goddamn well use them.
It's the commitment that matters.
Honestly, I don't know. That was pretty funny though. I mean, they had a lot of really, really good moments in that show. But it's the two of them. They run their course.
Yeah. No. One show that I actually really enjoyed that not a lot of people gave a whole lot of credit to was Futurama. I love
what a good show.
That show. There's one line that the premise says that he's like, "Turn on the Bachman Turner overdrive," and I lost my shit because like people,
I don't get it.
Okay, yeah, see, just that right there. Bachman Turner overdrive is a band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. Like there's so many jokes that people just didn't get that you had to get, like, they were very dated references for some of them, but, like, it made so much sense.
I really liked that show. They had so many endings, though.
Yeah, well,
we watched it on Netflix, like, oh, is this the last episode? Oh, okay, no, there's still 3 more seasons.
They had a lot, well, that's the thing, is they were on the ropes for so long, because they weren't sure if their show was going to keep going, like, and that's why...
Same with Community, too.
Yeah, but Community had, like... They knew they were dated. Futurama, I don't know, maybe
I just wish they had 6 seasons in a movie. They deserve it.
They had 6 seasons.
In a movie.
They don't need a movie.
Abed said it.
I don't know. Anything... Season, honestly, 1, 2, and 6, for me, are like the ones worth watching. 3 was just, iffy.
6. 3 was alright. 4 was shit.
4 and 5 are shit.
I never watched 5.
Um,
Or I might have.
I really like 6 because they brought in.
That's the Yahoo season.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that season.
I just can't see it working. It's just Jeff, Abed, Shirley, Britta.
Shirley's on it.
Oh God, what are we gonna do? No,
Annie, Britta,
oh yeah,
Jeff,
Annie.
and Abed.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
It's
they
not
brought
enough.
in Frankie Darrett and Leroy.
Why was Britta not in it? What was she doing?
Shirley?
Oh wait, okay, Britta wasn't. Okay,
Britta was in it.
Shirley,
wasn't.
what would she have been doing?
I don't know.
She was in the Marvel movies. I guess a lot of the.
I think she was just trying to be a better actress. Yeah. I don't know. People work on different stuff.
She's been in a lot of stuff. So.
Well, they probably knew that show was dying.
Yeah. Well, once Childish Gambino left, Donald Glover left, it was pretty well done.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a certain point where sitcoms all hit a saturation point, and then after that, they average out some good episodes and stuff like that. But then they just do we really want to keep beating this dead horse? And,
well, if they're making money, they will.
Yeah, and that's just it. It's literally that point where you say, do we die the hero or do we live long enough to see ourselves become the villain?
Watched that movie the other night, The Dark Knight. What a good movie.
Yeah.
What a really good movie. And then I watched The Dark Knight Rises. Couldn't finish it.
Dark Knight Rises is actually not a good movie.
Not at all.
I don't care what anyone says.
I couldn't finish it. I tried to watch it like 3 times.
I like Bane's memes that he generated.
Yeah.
And the voice.
No,
we are gone.
But he's not in it. He's not in it for he's in the first scene, but he's not in it for an hour after that.
What if I remove the mask? Yeah. It would be very painful.
No, Bane held it together, just like the Joker held it together for the second one.
But Bane was just a henchman at the end of it for.
Yeah. Well, I didn't finish it.
What's that?
I didn't finish it. I couldn't finish it. It was too shitty. Just
have you watched the entire thing?
When it came out once.
Okay, yeah.
And then I tried to rewatch it on Netflix. I'm like, this is so bad.
It's not a good movie.
Anne Hathaway was the most annoying person, or Catwoman was the most annoying person.
See, I didn't really. I took no real pass of her. She didn't impress me, but she also didn't deter me from the movie.
Well, the problem was just stuff just kept happening for her. Can you just stop?
I don't
with
know.
This character.
I really like the first two. I like Batman Begins.
Yeah, Batman Begins was great.
It was a solid movie.
Solid movie.
Dark Knight was just critically acclaimed. It's literally
It was the perfect movie.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna address that.
It was the perfect movie.
Alan, shut up.
No, I really liked it.
And then Dark Knight Rises just came out and it's yeah, Nolan is officially done. And the thing was too, Nolan was done. He wanted to move on because from what I was reading or not reading when I was listening to, they were doing a review, and they were apparently Nolan wanted to take the movies in one direction, and the directors were just or the studio wanted to be no, this is Batman, we take it this way, and he was just nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
And so he just he did his duties, did the movie, and he was yeah, that's it. That's why they stopped.
But I remember enjoying the movie when I watched it the first time, and then I tried to rewatch it, and it took 3 attempts, and I still didn't finish it, and I'm not gonna finish it. It just sucks.
I'm very worried for Marvel right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
I find honestly, Endgame was really good.
Oh, it's perfect. They gave everybody their moment.
I have a lot of flaws with that movie though.
The time travel thing. I mean, there's a lot of flaws with that.
Oh, it's just
there's a lot of flaws with that. But
they're just I don't know.
You can't. I feel like you just can't pick and choose with that movie too much. They gave us a pretty friggin' good movie, a pretty good payoff for everything.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy with
that. For me, honestly, I think every genre of movie hits a saturation point, and I find that the superhero genre.
I know, they're doing something different.
What's that?
They're doing something different.
They're doing something different, but at the same time,
But with Disney
you
Plus
can see
and
it
stuff
coming. Too. It's not going to happen anytime real soon. But you can see that saturation point.
Yeah. Well, with Disney Plus and stuff too, there's gonna be. Well, they announced 3 shows but they're not going to release them all at the same time.
Did you hear that Hawkeye's in a bit of hot water right now, or Jeremy Renner?
I only read a title about it.
I seen it. I was just like, oh, okay.
So his okay. So they
I'm
only
waiting for
announced
the story to flush out.
well, they were going to give him a show, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Witch.
No. They were going to give him his own show.
Oh, really?
Scarlet Witch was with Vision.
Right.
Fuck lady.
There's rumor that she's going to be the next big bad. Which would correspond with the comics, but like that's more West Coast Avengers, like that series line, and
West Coast versus East Coast.
Oh man, West Coast Avengers.
I don't know what that means.
Well, West Coast Avengers was like Hawkeye was the Captain America of that group.
Oh.
And they had Moon Knight, and they had Scarlet Witch, Vision. They had Power Man, Wonder Man, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they won't get him. Netflix has him. Power Man.
Right. Well, that was the other. That was the Luke Cage version.
Yeah, those shows are all done too.
Which is a pity. I really liked Daredevil.
Daredevil season 1 and 2 were pretty good, but
oh man, Daredevil all 3 seasons were good.
I didn't want to bother with the third one. Jessica Jones season.
You should, man.
Was Finch in it?
Who's Finch?
Like the villain of the first season. I think it's Finch, isn't it?
Fisk?
Fisk, yeah.
Yeah, Fisk is back in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was
Vincent D'Onofrio made the bet. Vincent D'Onofrio was born to play the Kingpin role.
Oh, yeah. Well,
he is literally the best Kingpin I've ever seen.
I watched Into the Spider-Verse. That Kingpin was pretty good, too.
Nah, but he's animated.
Yeah,
too much hunchbacky. I don't know. He's just such a good role for that. And, like, that, as far as any of the Netflix shows go, I find Daredevil tidied theirs up the best. Like, they could be considered a trilogy just for their 3 seasons.
I really like Jessica
Whereas,
Jones.
like, Luke Cage ends, but it ends kind of on a cliffhanger. I haven't seen the second episode. Okay.
I watched second season of Luke Cage.
People are going to freak out, but they're just like, I haven't seen the second season of The Punisher yet.
I didn't even see the first one.
First one's really good, man. You should see it.
Didn't bother. I liked him in Luke Cage. He was awesome, but
he's honestly one of the best Punishers as well, I think. Netflix just had it right with casting, except for one show.
Iron Fist, yeah.
Iron Fist.
It sucked.
Yeah, it did.
Jessica Jones was good.
Yeah.
I really liked Kilgrave. He was awesome. But
I like David Tennant.
Yeah, well, I was big on Doctor Who at the time, too.
Yeah. He does, David Tennant's actually in one of the Rooster Teeth shows, eh?
Oh, yeah, he's in Genlock. Yeah, that's right. They're talking about season 2 now.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I didn't bother with that, though, either.
Yeah. No, it's, yeah, it's, I don't know. I think there's rumors that they're going to take Charlie Cox, the guy who plays Daredevil, and put him in the MCU.
That'd be cool.
Which would be super cool, because I think he did a very good Daredevil. I think the costume
they wouldn't be allowed.
No, well, they wouldn't tie it in. It would just be a brand new.
Well, would they even be allowed? Because, like, I feel like they just wouldn't be allowed at all, because they couldn't use, like, Tobey Maguire in the MCU and just restart him for Spider-Man.
Well, they used J. Jonah Jameson in the last Spider-Man movie.
Ah, shit. That's a good point. But he's a pretty minor character, especially in the new movies, too.
They're also using Buddy, who played Cottonmouth from the first season of Luke Cage, as the new Blade.
Oh, he was a really good actor.
I like him. He was in House of Cards, and he was really good in that too. Actually, he's been good in everything I've seen him.
Yeah, I think he was in Empire too. I never seen the movie.
He's just a good actor. I just really enjoy him. I forget what his name is.
Yeah, I'll never remember it, but he was really good in that Luke Cage show. Yeah, I won't spoil anything. I guess it's pretty old at this point, but whenever he's not in the show anymore, I pretty well lost interest.
Continent of Luke Cage. What is the... No, hold on, figure out who the actor is.
I don't know.
By Mahershala Ali.
Oh, yeah.
He's really good. In everything that he's done, I've seen him.
And the guy, actually, the other villain in Luke Cage 2, that Jamaican guy, he was a good actor.
Oh, Bushmaster.
Yeah. I think he was in the 3rd season, or was he after?
There's only 2.
Okay, yeah, there is. Yeah. So okay.
He's in the 2nd one. He was good. I liked him as a villain.
Bushmaster.
He
That was a bad Jamaican accent. I'm sorry.
he ends up being like he actually ends up not being like he's a good villain, but you realize that his backstory is so much like more fleshed out. That's the thing with the Netflix shows.
Yeah.
They really flesh out their characters. I think that's what I appreciate about them the most.
But the Netflix show, they almost have that like the DC movies vibe where everything's so dark.
You found that? Well, that's what their
yeah.
point is. They're trying to be grittier, like kind of true crime.
Oh yeah, I suppose too. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. I guess it's just with my laptop too. It's kind of a bad screen or whatever. It just didn't look good for
fair. Me. So what we've been gone for.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute since our last episode. This is week 2 now. What's been new with you, Alan?
Oh, nothing. No, just like what we mentioned there earlier. Going over to Truro this weekend.
Yeah.
See Tim and them. Have a couple drinks. It's gonna be a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Hoping for no conflicts or anything at the pubs, and looking forward to it. What about you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just still working. Got a brand new. The Cornwall bypass opened up, so getting to work is now quicker than ever.
I haven't tried that yet.
Oh, it's nice. My one issue with it is that like they need to do some. I think they need to plant some trees around that bypass, like around the area. Because like it would just help so much with the windbreak during the wintertime, because you know for a fact it's gonna be drifting snow all over that place.
Oh yeah, it's pretty open.
But it saves me 5 minutes on my commute to work, and it definitely makes the drive feel shorter.
Oh yeah, it would. All them roundabouts.
Yeah, which I don't know is gonna bring us to our can of worms topic for the week.
There we go.
So, Alan, do you believe that do you believe our province has hit a saturation point? We've said the word saturation point probably 15 times in this episode.
Saturation point.
Yeah, saturation point. Do you
I think they're great.
Do you feel our province has hit the saturation point with roundabouts?
I think Cornwall was necessary.
Do you think that they? Yeah, that's my next question. Do you think that they're necessary, or do you think?
I think the one on Riverside Drive, the 2 on Riverside Drive were necessary. I think every other fucking roundabout can piss off.
So you do think that there are some that are necessary.
No, and there's some that they need, like Boat Optical. I know there's reasons they can't put one in there, but they're working on it. They need one there. They need one Riverside Drive to go on Brackley Point Road. They need one there. And there's a few other spots they need one. And they're putting one in Stratford.
That one is just ridiculous.
No, I couldn't agree more with that. I couldn't agree more with that one, because I used to work on that road, Mason Road. And it was quicker for me to drive 2 kilometers up the road and do a big loop, and then get back onto the main road, just to use those set of lights that's up 2 kilometers up the road, than it was just to go a second up the road and try to turn
really?
left. Well, especially at 5 o'clock. No, and it was stressful because there's cars behind you. There's a fire department right there too, and an RCMP,
which is now switching to the other side.
Switching to the other side of the road,
and that's actually the big driving factor behind that one, is to try and make it more accessible for the emergency vehicles.
Well, yeah, I remember one time I was like,
you know what? Yeah, I could see where you're coming off of that.
Sorry. Oh, dude, you would fucking spend like 5 or 10 minutes trying to turn left.
Yeah,
because the lights just didn't time right, and you'd only get a really small window with the lights. And then if there was anybody coming the other direction, good luck.
Yeah.
You would get like one car every couple minutes.
Yeah. No, that's. I see your point with those. I definitely now I do agree with that.
But then they have ones like Poole's Corner. Is that really necessary? Do we really need one in Poole's Corner?
I think that one's not bad.
It's just on the board of this gets enough traffic to justify a roundabout, but it's not that much traffic.
I think the worst roundabout that we have placed is the one on Mount Edward Road. That one is the stupidest.
By Subaru and stuff?
What's that?
By Tim Hortons and stuff?
No, that one's going up towards the airport. You go from Vogue Optical up the way. To
Oh,
the
yeah.
It is the smallest roundabout
No,
I've
no,
ever
no.
seen on the island.
The one on Brackley Point Road is the smallest one.
Which one's that?
It's like there's not even a curb. It's just flat.
Maybe I'm thinking of that.
Maybe because it is.
No, it is Brackley Point Road.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That one's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it is Brackley Point Road. Brackley Point Road is the most useless roundabout I've ever seen.
It is. It's
literally
ridiculous.
Transfer trucks drive over that little part because it's not wide enough for them. They wasted so much time and money making that little thing.
Because that's when they're all horny for the roundabout. It's like, oh yeah, let's get a roundabout in here.
I like that meme whenever they show Buddy with the tank that's leaking that point of water, and it's like, any PEI problem ever, and he slaps a piece of tape on it, roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But there are some, I think they're great. Here's another take on it. There's one out the 48 road. What do you think of that one? I don't want to set you up. There's one out in the 48 road. The reason
48, which one's that?
It's right where that gas station used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Where that crosses. A few people actually, a few different instances died from that intersection with car collisions. So I don't know if that was the big driving force to put that roundabout in, but they are so much safer for that because they force you to slow down.
I like that one actually.
Yeah, no, I think it's great, and it's out in the sticks.
I think they need to put a one where that other crew of people just passed away recently. There was like
out in Wood Islands.
Whichever the one with
the
one with the 90 something year old.
Yeah. No, I know the one you're referring to.
Yeah.
Like on the way to the
ferry. That's just a tragedy, and it's not the
awful.
first time that's happened either. That intersection's always been bad.
It is bad. I'll be driving down there today, and there's no doubt in my mind. That's all. Or not today, sorry, tomorrow. And there's no doubt in my mind that that's all I'll be thinking about.
Yeah, no, that's just it's too bad.
And there was a bit of a relation there too, because my mother, she works with somebody, and on one side of her husband's family, they're related to them. On one side of her family, they're related to them. I just think that's awful.
Yeah, no, that's tough, man. But yeah, no, I definitely think there's some instances where roundabouts are necessary, and there's some that are
like there's one out. Oh shoot, what road is it? Oh man, Rustico Road. There's one out there, and it's like, why? Do we really need a giant ass roundabout in Rustico?
Yeah.
Like maybe for the tourist season, but
what about bypasses? What's your opinion on that? Because now we have
there shouldn't be roundabouts on the bypass. Like that's stupid. But like where
I think that those ones aren't necessarily the way they designed it.
They're necessary. Like the ones in Cornwall, like not the new one, but the old ones. Those are awesome. You barely even got to slow down.
But they're huge. Like as far as like newer. Like road systems to speed up traffic, because
if you had a proper, you can't really call it a bypass anymore once you put a roundabout on it, because the whole point of a bypass is to save time, go around the whole city.
But those roundabouts don't have the bypass, or aren't on the actual bypass. The bypass itself is like
Riverside Drive is the bypass.
Riverside. Oh no, I'm talking about the Cornwall bypass.
Well, it's still part of it.
Riverside Drive is not the same part of the corner.
It's all part of the bypass, though.
No.
Yeah, I consider the bypass right from the bridge to Cornwall. All that stretch of road. I've always thought that was a bypass.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Not me. The Cornwall bypass to me is literally its own bypass, and then everything else after that's just start another one.
Oh, I don't know. I've always considered that, and then it's like.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right.
I'm more than likely wrong. I always thought it was split up. Like there's Riverside Drive, and that's one part of the bypass, like from the bridge to the hospital, and then there's the Hillsborough Hills. Yeah. That's one part of the bypass, and then there's Harrington. That's another part, and then it just keeps going, like the Sears and all that shit. I don't know.
Well, what's your opinion on bypasses in general?
Oh, they're great. Like the one in didn't the one in Boston that they built for $1 billion that was very controversial, didn't it save the traffic in that city? Like they built this $1 billion bypass underground.
But if you look at something like not even bypasses, like new highways, what about Plan B?
What do you mean?
Like the one that goes through Bonshaw.
Oh, like to the bridge?
Kind of, yeah. Like towards
like where they dynamited all through. That's the tourist road. That's what I think of that.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
a,
it is.
it's a pretty road for the tourists to drive because they drive onto the island. It's like, oh, this road is great.
It is a nice road. I mean, it shows a lot of like topography that you wouldn't see anywhere else on the island. But
Oh, there's some beautiful views. They did a little bit of blasting out a roadway there at one point.
did they? I didn't know they did dynamite.
I don't know if it was dynamite or not, but they did have to blast a little bit through it. But did you ever drive through on the way to Halifax? Like if you were taking the highway, you go like through Tantallon. I think it's like 305. I don't remember. I think it's 305.
Mm.
And it's pretty well the highway that takes you right downtown to Halifax.
Yeah.
There's some beautiful roads through there because you're just going right through, well, not mountains, but right through big ass rock structures.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
And like the road just kind of like splits off, and you have your own lane. I loved going through that when I lived over there.
Yeah. For me, I know when it comes to me for roads, like especially new roads that are made for their value of saving a few minutes, I always wondered, like, is this really worth decimating certain types of habitat? Like for Plan B, that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
They went straight through one of PEI's old growth forest systems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was awful. That's why a lot of people were up in arms about it. But the thing is, like, a lot of the other plans that they had involved for it weren't that great either. Like,
It's all about spending money, making Cornwall look better and better, and driving the property tax up. That's my opinion.
But you don't even go through Cornwall anymore.
I haven't. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's
You
pretty
go
much.
straight,
But they're gonna.
that road doesn't
It's
exist.
gonna catch up to it. The Cornwall's gonna expand and catch up to it. I feel like.
I don't know if it will, man.
See, I haven't driven through it, but I'm kind of just trying to picture where.
You should try, man. It's actually a nice. It's a nice bypass. I like the bypass. I just think that's you are right though about the whole roundabout situation when it comes into a roundabout, because the one right now in North River, it's like a 5-lane bypass. Which, by the way, this is just going out to everybody. The addition of an extra lane doesn't mean you can drive like a fucking idiot. It's not rocket science. Just like, if you're going left, use the outer lane. If you're going right, stay in the inner lane. If you're going straight, do what you gotta do wherever it's indicated.
Yeah.
Like, use your blinkers. Be smart about it. Like, it's not.
Christ, some people go backwards into the fucking thing. I've seen it with my eyes. I've seen people going backwards into the roundabout.
That's the one problem with like most transportation or infrastructure issues on PEI, is that every time something new or something strange or different happens, everyone just stops and stares, and it's just like, okay, yeah, we still got places to be and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, and the other side of that is too, like, people are not friggin' waiting for somebody. Like, they'll just get on the horn immediately, and it almost scares those people out. But they really do gotta learn. Like,
they do, and I do get that point. Like, we do have to be careful whenever there's something new opens up. Like, when the day it opened, like the new bypass for Cornwall, like, people, it was like, please use caution, proceed slowly, like, caution is advised. I'm like, okay, that's very fair. But I had someone literally stop mid-roundabout because they weren't sure which lane to go. I'm like, okay, yeah. I was almost in an accident because of your idiocracy.
I was almost in an accident today.
Just dumb.
I was going up Main Street, and it was one of those things, like, is this truck actually going to pull out in front of me? Because he was like, it was a good part in my lane. He was kind of like creeping. Like, this motherfucker, he's actually going to go. And I slammed on the brakes. And thank God I just changed my pads too, because I probably wouldn't have got it in time. I just stared at him, like, gave him one of these with the hands up in the air, like, what are you doing? And then he just gave me the wave, like, go on. Keep going. Like, all right, see you later.
Yeah, kind of ridiculous.
But, like, I'm glad that I drove a motorcycle at one point in time, because it kind of puts you in that state of mind, like, you're kind of aware of when somebody's going to do something stupid.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
That's probably saved me a few times before. Just like, because a lot of the time when you're on a bike, especially not like a big Harley, like a dirt bike or something kind of, I guess not a dirt bike, but something kind of quieter.
Yeah.
People don't see you. They don't at all. And it happens all the time. Like, if the sun's at your back, they're not going to see you.
Well, blind spots are like awful for certain vehicles.
Well, I mean, a lot of the time, like, every time somebody, I could tell, like, okay, they want to get out on the road and they're looking if somebody's coming, like, I had my finger right on the high beam switch. Like, and this be in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Just so they can, I'll start flicking it. Like, this is me, this is where I am.
Yeah.
Or another something like that. Every time I go through the Glen, whenever I was younger, if I ever went up a hill or anything like that, and the 2 dirt bikes that I had, they both had they both had horns on them.
Yeah.
So I would just lay on the horn whenever I go up a hill because I was so scared. Like, what if it's a car or anything's coming?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, that's why, like, throwing it back to a couple episodes ago, Gary's boss. That's like why we had to have so many different routes. Like, I remember we used to walk up to Chapman's and cross the road to go, like, wait for the bus for them because that blind hill in Little Harbor was like, that caused us so much problems. So it got to the point where they actually had to drive in to Little Harbor Road and park in their driveway.
Yeah.
And like there's so many roads like that in PEI that are just so topsy turvy and winding, like the blind side.
Because they can't really just drive to the end of the road and turn around. It'd take too long, and they really don't have much of an opportunity once they get to the end of the road anyway to turn around. But I remember they attempted it a few times. Like, first they tried to drive past your house and back in and then pick you up. And then they tried to pull into your house and back out. And neither one really ever worked great.
Yeah.
It was like a 20-point turn.
No.
And a goddamn
like
school
that.
bus.
My one issue though with any of this road construction is like, I don't know. I'm not a construction worker or a road worker or whatever you want to call it, and I get that some people that do that get pretty upset when like regular folk talk about it, but like they did the Stratford and they did. I went through the Stratford construction for their roundabout, and I went through the bypass construction out just past Cornwall. And Cornwall's, I found their construction has gone a lot smoother for the simple reason that like they seemed like they were doing it in phases, and I heard tell that they were under budget and
they're always under budget.
No, they were under budget. They kept it nice, and they weren't over. They didn't run over or anything like that.
That's good. Well, yeah, like they did take their time, or they weren't slow with it, but like it seemed like every time you went to Cornwall, it's like, oh, this is different.
Yeah,
they're coming along.
Anyways, I really enjoyed, like, that was the one thing is like it was a talk of our workplace too, because we were like, when the bypass gonna be open? It's gonna be open this week. Gonna be open this week. Gonna be open this week. Whereas like the Cornwall, the Stratford, I find that it's like, holy crap! Didn't they just do this, or didn't they just do this?
Here's a useless roundabout. KFC coming into town the other way.
Oh yeah.
I don't agree with that one at all. What?
I do if you're coming from like
if you live in the
East
burbs
Royalty or West Royalty or
East Royalty. If you live in the suburbs there,
yeah,
it is good, I guess, for them.
Yeah.
Because okay.
Well,
they probably do get stuck there a lot.
You know what? No, I'm actually going to take that. I think it's a good roundabout. Here's the reason why.
Yeah, I think I know what you're going to say too, and I'm thinking about it more.
They're currently developing. Charlottetown's a growing city.
Oh, yeah.
And they're currently developing around that area.
Yeah.
They had that Elena Court, which is like a seniors housing complex. But then and it's not just seniors housing, they also have like other people who are like our age and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then they're also building more and more of those complexes.
And here's the thing, if you live in them, and I'm thinking about this, like I'm going to contradict myself, but I changed my opinion on it since then, in the last 10 seconds. You can't turn left there.
No.
If you didn't have the roundabout.
Yeah.
You'd have to go all the way through the lights.
Exactly.
And back through the lights. I was like, screw that.
I think that roundabout is justified. Totally justified.
Yeah. It does slow traffic up a little bit, though, for the majority of people.
It does, but I mean, realistically, you shouldn't even be roaring through there anyways.
No, you should be slowing down. And it is good for KFC, too, I think.
Yeah.
People are slowing down. I can actually get in.
More time for people to be like, oh shit, there's KFC. I could really go for some popcorn.
I'll go for a bucket of chicken. I love that place, though. Like a couple big crunches.
Do not. Every time I've gone to KFC, I've been sick as a dog.
Oh, I haven't been there in years, but I liked it too much, and I ate a bunch of it. And that's why I haven't been there in years.
What's your go-to fast food?
McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Wendy's guy.
Wendy's is good, but McDonald's, oh my gosh. See, Wendy's, like, you can't trust them. It's like, I don't like mayonnaise.
I disagree. I love mayonnaise.
I understand why people like them. I've tried to get into them. I've put them on burgers before. I tried it light. I tried it heavy. I tried junior chicken sauce. I don't fucking like them.
See, the other thing with me is I just like Wendy's because all the ingredients are fresh, and I literally have confirmation of that.
Yeah.
From a
Wow.
verified source. The other thing I really like about Wendy's is like I don't know. I like the way the patties taste compared to like stuff like McDonald's. I don't know. McDonald's just tastes really cheap compared to Wendy's. I find.
Yeah, okay, I get that. I just find that you can trust McDonald's a little bit more. Like, if you don't like mayonnaise and you ask for no mayo, it's pretty well 100% with them.
That's fair.
And then with Wendy's, it's like, oh, these fucking idiots. Like, I gotta go back, and it's not the workers' fault. It's more than likely their system's fault.
I think we can all agree on one thing, though, that you're a fucking idiot if you don't ask for no ice in your drink.
Yeah, I clean ice machines. I'm in the refrigeration trade. Dude, it's disgusting.
There's no...
Ben, I'll have to take a picture of it.
Oh, no, there's a reason I'd ask for no ice. That plus the fact that you literally get, like...
At McDonald's, you get to choose. Well, I actually know Wendy's have those crappy-ass fountain machines.
They are not crappy-ass. They have their own whole, like...
They never have lemon.
Dude, they have...
And they always mix a little bit. Everything
they have
kind
an in-house soft drink called Dave Soda, and
it's all right. It's all right. But, like...
You tried the orange cream
soda? They don't clean the nozzles in Stratford. They're okay. They don't. Because everything fucking tastes the same.
Get it. Oh, you mean right over the bridge?
Get a water sometime from that place, from those fountain machines, and it tastes like a friggin' can of juice. Yeah. It's gross.
But yeah, no. Circling back to the road issues.
Roundabout rant.
Bypasses and roads and roundabouts. Yeah, no, like for when I was going through the Stratford ones, I just found that like the development of that whole construction, I felt just goes really slow, and it was like every time I went through it, it didn't seem like it was getting any smoother. Like at least with the Cornwall one, it felt like as they worked on it, I'm like, oh, there's a lot less bumps in this construction. Whereas the Stratford one, I'm like, bang! Oh crap! I'm like, where'd that one come from? That wasn't there last time. Like there was one time that I thought I actually like was gonna take a rim off. I was like, holy shit!
Well,
I felt it in my soul.
And that's the same thing with the one by KFC. I found that one. I guess that's the part that bugged me. It didn't help the majority of people out, but I guess that's kind of the give or take with roundabouts. Everybody just kind of moves at the same pace, and I guess if you're used to just moving in a straight line, of course it's not.
Roundabout.
It's a roundabout piece of shit.
Yeah. This podcast is also brought to you by Roundabouts. Why the fuck do we have so many?
Useless.
Actually, I don't like that ad read. I think your Allen's apple juice was better.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Roundabouts, they're just not ready. Nice hair though.
Nice arrows though.
They're just there is. All right, we won't talk about this too much more because it's kind of getting redundant. But there are some pretty useless ones, and there are some pretty useful ones, and I guess that's where we can leave off.
PEI highways, they're just not ready. That should literally be our provincial slogan.
Honestly,
well,
there's a reason we had to build the tourists their own road because our own roads suck.
But it's not even that. The tourist roads are never even ready to go when the tourists show up.
Yeah, but they're the first.
Because we only have 4 months of the year we can actually do shit.
I don't know. I find they come earlier and stay later every year with the tourists, which is a good thing.
I'm ready for that to not be our industry of choice anymore.
Well,
I'm sick and tired of every summer coming to the beaches and being like,
it's lobsters, it's potatoes, and it's terrorists.
Oh, shut up!
And tourists. And tourists with their bikes.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's good to have. We shouldn't complain too much about it because it's good to have money incoming to a province.
Oh
where
well.
Most of the year, there's jack shit.
Oh yeah, they saved a lot of countries in this and that, like poorer countries. Mexico is the first one that comes to mind. Dominican Republic. That's another one that comes to mind. Like, they just started a tourist industry, and they had pretty good money coming in. Like, they just built these cheap-ass resorts. Now these dumbass white people go down every summer or every winter.
These dumbass white people.
By the way, I'm white.
Gringo.
I don't know. It just makes sense. But they're just not ready.
They're just not ready.
But anyways, what do you think, Ben? You want to wrap this up?
Yeah, we'll do what's our tight lines for this episode? What are you looking forward to other than Halloween, as you said for the last fucking 3 episodes?
It's coming up like this weekend, so I'm looking forward to the Halloween party.
So you guys aren't doing anything next weekend?
No, it's this weekend.
I thought for sure next weekend was the one you guys were going. Anyways, next weekend we will actually make an effort to do proper episodes.
Episodes ago, I mentioned like we'll do some ghost stories.
That never happened.
That never friggin' happened.
Well, maybe we can do it next. Well, technically next weekend is only November 1st.
Yeah. Well, what if we record? But by the time it comes out, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Halloween will be long gone by then.
Well, we'll see what Tim can stir up for us if we record an episode.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you guys. Okay, so for anyone listening, you guys may still get a second episode. We did technically say there's supposed to be 2 episodes this week coming, but
it's tricky.
It's tricky with all the scheduling. And like Isaac has to work tomorrow, and so he couldn't do it tonight. And,
oh, that was totally my fault though. I was just
no,
like,
I think it was also
my
fault. I
said
7 and I show up at 8 o'clock because
shit happens though. You live an hour away.
Well, not just that, the bridge was fucking closed. Well, not
Oh,
closed,
wait, what?
but it wasn't closed, but it was like
It was slow.
Well, no, it was like people weren't moving. Like
Oh.
they were coming into town, they weren't going out. And I was like, that is not a way I want to take.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
that
I
makes
got out
sense.
here as fast as possible, and I mean, we made a good go.
Yeah,
It's an hour and 18 now, and
The night's still young.
night's still young.
Well,
We're going for wings after this, or I'm going for wings after this.
I don't know. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
I'm getting tired.
You are.
Well, I got a big day tomorrow, and
Fuck,
I got
it's a big day.
I'm going churro.
All right.
That's big for me.
Okay.
But I got up early this morning. I'm tired. It's F.
Yeah.
And I guess that probably means nothing to you because the last episode we recorded till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you had to wake up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think I got all like 4 or 3.5 hours of sleep that day.
Oh, I felt
freaking hunting.
I felt so bad for
Bullshit.
you, man. Oh man, I'm not like when I was young. I was so into that. Like, oh yeah, let's go to work with 3 hours of sleep, 3.5 hours of sleep.
Dude, I now see why people like that get older. Do they just fall asleep easily?
Oh, I can
I'm
pass out on
I can
couches.
easily do that.
Oh yeah, I pass out on couches all the time.
The older I get, the more I relate with it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to be that guy who just randomly falls asleep.
Well, I get mad at myself too because I'm passing out during movies too. Like it's movies I want to watch.
I'm not at that point yet. I hope
Well,
I never get to that point.
It's like movies I like. Well, it's my own fault. It's like movies I look forward to, and I've been starting movies at like 12 o'clock at night lately. Like the last couple nights.
Yeah, I've been sleeping like shit lately, and I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I've been on the same boat. But this morning I got up early, hoping to, for no reason really, just hoping to get my schedule back to a normal,
Right.
non-nocturnal schedule because man,
I tried to do the old reset yesterday, and I think it might have worked, but this night definitely is going to throw it off.
Well, Tuesday evening I stayed up so late the sun came up.
Oof.
Yeah, Borderlands 3. It's such a I just started playing it.
So that's a tight line for you, Borderlands.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that too. I talked about it the other day, and it is such a well-made game. I just started playing it there, obviously Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. It's such a funny, punny, witty game. And I like how it just like it doesn't feel any different from like Borderlands 2. I never played the first one, but I love Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
And it just feels like you picked up where you left off. The second one with just a little bit better graphics, and
That's fair.
but it's so funny. Claptrap is hilarious. Highly recommended if you're a Borderlands fan and you were hesitant about getting it.
Yeah. I think for me, my tight lines, one's a video game as well. The Outer Worlds comes out this Friday. It's like a New Vegas kind of deal, but in space.
Because a lot of the people, it's not Bethesda doing it, but a lot of people.
Obsidian, the same people who made New Vegas.
Yeah, Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of Bethesda people are pissed because Fallout 76 was such a shit game.
It was so bad.
You know what they just did? They
It's
just
free, isn't it?
Well, no, it's actually the opposite direction. For the people who bought the game, if you want to have a private server and have like an unlimited stash box, they said they're gonna start charging a monthly subscription or whatever. It's like
Ridiculous.
you guys are a fucking waste of breath.
That's how they are, though. Bethesda. It doesn't matter what developer actually made the game.
Well, they're just trying to make money back from their
No, but they'll just release a game half, like 3/4 finished. Like Fallout 4 when it came out, man, it was bad.
Yeah, but it was still half decent. Like I don't know. I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad.
No, it was a really, really good game, but there's so many bugs and glitches and shit like that. Like you get stuck in loops for for quests and stuff like that. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
But then the way Bethesda is, they'll just get the customers to give the feedback. Like, oh, we'll just patch that in a week.
Yeah. No, for me, honestly, I enjoyed Fallout 4. I enjoyed
I loved Fallout 4.
Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4. All excellent games. I don't care what anyone says about Fallout 4. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice addition to the series. Then you get to New Vegas. I had such hopes for it because I was like, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
I'll finally be able to play with my friends and enjoy a real Fallout.
You mean 76, not New Vegas?
Or, yeah, 76. A real Fallout, exploration with my friends. You can play multiplayer. It'll be great. Nope. They decide to go and do a massive
MMO.
a big MMO. And it was just like, this is not what I wanted. I'm like, there's no non-playable characters, which they did advertise, but at the same time, you were gonna think a little more of it.
Yeah.
I spent the first like half hour of my game wandering around looking for some sort of living thing that wasn't either there was almost no enemies I could find within a little bit. I was like, this sucks. I can't shoot anything. I can't talk to anybody. I can't do anything. This is a waste of a game.
I was excited
about it,
too.
And then they kept updating it and updating it and updating it. And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, there's me, a new kind of like half starter who I'm at, like say I'm at level 20.
Yeah.
People at that point were already at like level 150 or 100. Well, I don't think 150 was attainable, but 100 at the very least.
It was kind of like Ark.
And I was just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
These people, they just destroy anyone who's new.
Yeah.
Take their shit.
Grand out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, this is not what I wanted.
I know. No, they effed it up. And I was excited for it.
Bethesda, you fucked up royally. You should admit to it. Stop being crooks and trying to steal money from your once fans.
They're like the new EA.
They're going to be
or
going
Blizzard.
To...
Everybody hates Blizzard now, too.
Everyone's going to be going to Obsidian for Outer Worlds. I'm a firm believer it's going to be a good game.
I'm not looking forward to it by no means, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's New Vegas in space. In my opinion, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I'd be very thrilled because New Vegas was it's my favorite Fallout game.
4 was my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah. Only because I was playing it on my Xbox. Timothy was playing it on his PC.
Yeah.
And Isaac was playing it. We all played during the winter when we lived together. Mm-hmm. So the minute we had a snow day, we'd all get each other out of... Well, this is going to sound weird. When everybody would wake up, we were like, well, let's get in the living room. Let's play some Fallout.
Yeah.
And it was great because, like, I could just like, hey, Isaac, like, is this gun good? Or is this quest worth it? And stuff like that. And he like, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew. Yeah, it was hard to get his attention because he'd have the headphones in. Like, you'd ask him something. And you'd be like, Isaac. Wait, sorry, wait, what? Say that again? I'm like, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, Alan, say it. You got my attention. I'm like, do I? But anyways, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah, I will. I just have one last tight line.
Yeah.
So, people that don't know, there's going to be a Harry Potter pub crawl coming in November 22nd. November is going to be a good month because there's like a few events that I'm looking forward to. There's, again, Sum 41 The Offspring coming to Moncton that I'm going to go to. And then there is this Harry Potter crawl. And Harry Potter crawl is really cool. You get your different house shirt. You get a bunch of other cool stuff like the stickers and the Hogwarts acceptance letter and the platform line and 3/4. ticket, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The event actually itself is sold out now, which is crazy. They did super well. It's by this company called Dart Frogs Entertainment or something like that. They're usually I go on like the XL Lifestyle 12 bars kind of crawls.
Yeah.
This one may take its place this year. Just I'm not sure how funds are going to be in the next little bit, but I'm a big pub crawl guy. Alan knows about this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this crawl. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be awesome. Anyways, that I think wraps it all up for us.
I don't have any more much to say. I thought we were going to do a 30-minute episode, and then I just got ranting on about whatever the F I went on about. Anyways, we had fun though, and thanks for listening to the Bait Shop.
Yeah, we'll see you guys again next week. And from Alan and myself here, happy fishing.
Happy fishing, toodaloo.